This is the cheapest and the best way to do or determine your blood group at the comfort of your home. First of all, you will need a white towel. The white normal towel we use in our various homes. The second thing you will need is an applicator or a pipette. This pipette will enable you to take your blood sample from your EDTA tube onto your blood grouping towel. The next thing you will need is your blood sample in your EDTA tube. Or better still, you can prick the person whom you want to determine his or her blood group. The next thing you will need when you are using blood sample from the EDTA tube is to get a pipette. Now, onto our blood reagent. You will need a blood grouping reagent, Sera A, that is the blue one. Then you need blood grouping Sera B, which is the yellow one. And then lastly, you will need blood grouping Sera D. So notably, it's A, B, and D. There is no C. Take note of that. Quick one, make sure you check the expiring date of all your reagents, your blood grouping Sera, your EDTA tube, and any other material or reagent that will be used in your blood grouping process. So the action you are seeing in the video is called swelling. This is a process used to mix blood sample very well. You make sure your plasma and your red cells, platelets, everything is mixed properly. So with the help of your pipette and pipette tips, kindly pick a drop of blood and put it on the first apportion place at 3 different places. Make sure the volume of blood is equal. On the other hand, if you are using the pricking method, firstly, make sure you prick the person well enough to get enough flow of blood. Clean the first drop of blood because it contains tissue fluid. Then with the help of your applicator, pick enough blood and put it on the first apportion place at 3 different places, equal volume of blood. Reagent application is one of the important points you don't want to miss. With the help of your applicator, take a drop of anti-Sera A and put it on the first drop of blood. Do same for anti-Sera B for the second drop of blood. And lastly, do same for anti-Sera D for the third drop of blood. After this process, kindly take an applicator and mix the first drop of blood, which contains a blood and anti-Sera A. Make sure you mix it thoroughly or very well. Do same for the second drop of blood and the third drop of blood. You will see clumpings in the first drop of blood. It's called agglutination. In the second drop of blood, there is no clumpings, meaning there is no agglutination. And in the third drop of blood, you still see some clumpings, which is also called agglutination. I'll put it on the screen, so that is what you see on the screen, so that you can see the clumpings or the agglutination very well. So in this situation, we say this person is A positive, because there is clumpings in the A, the first drop of blood, and in the second drop of blood, which is the B, there is no clumpings, and in the third drop of blood, which is the D, there is clumpings, and so this person is A positive. As we go through the same process for the second person, let's get to know more about blood group. These are very important information that you wouldn't get anywhere, so kindly stay tuned. Remember, you are watching the Lab Doctors channel. Please smash the like button, subscribe, and let's do this together. There are many types of blood group, but these are the 4 main types of blood group. We have blood group A, B, AB, and O. And we also have the Rhesus factor. Get to know that the ABO blood grouping system is different from the Rhesus factor, but the combination of the ABO blood grouping system and the Rhesus factor makes it complete. That is when you hear A positive, O negative, O positive, and the rest. Let's get to know more. This is the reason we have A blood group, B, AB, and O. Blood group is determined by the antigen on the surface of your red blood cells and the antibodies on your plasma. So if you are blood group A, remember you have antigen A on your red blood cell surface, but you have antibody B. If you are blood group B, remember you have antigen B on your red blood cell surface and you have antibody A. If your blood group is AB, remember you have antigen A and B on your red blood cell surface, but you do not have any antibodies. Then if you are blood group O, you have both antibodies, but you have no antigen on your red blood cell surface. The almighty Rhesus factor is determined by antigen D. There are people who have antigen D on their red blood cell surface, whilst others have no antigen D. And so, if you're blood group A and you do not have antigen D on your red blood cell surface, you are termed to be A negative. However, if you are blood group A and you have antigen D on your red blood cell surface, you are termed to be A positive. This applies to all the blood group. This is the reason why you have A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, O positive, O negative, AB positive, and AB negative. These are the most important reasons why you need to know your blood group. First, blood group compatibility is very important in pregnancy, especially if the mother is Rhesus negative. When the mother is A negative, B negative, O negative, and AB negative, and the father happens to be Rhesus positive, which is A positive, B positive, O positive, and AB positive, there is a high possibility of giving birth to Rhesus positive child, causing Rhesus incompatibility. In such situation, you need to go in for ROGAM. So this is one of the most important reasons why you need to know your blood group. Did you know that knowing your blood group is very crucial or very important in blood transfusion or blood donation? These are reasons why you need to know your blood group. From our blood groupings, you can see that we have clumps or agglutinations in others, whilst others there is no agglutination or clumping. So we are going to label our blood grouping. So our first one is A positive. Our second one is B negative. And then our third one is AB positive. And lastly, we have O positive. I hope that this goes a long way to help you to understand the blood grouping system. You are watching the Lab Doctors channel. Please kindly subscribe, like, share, and let's do this together.